School anxiety disorders and how to support children. Welcome, dear parents, to today's sharing session. Together, we're going to explore a deeply important topic: supporting our children through school anxiety, from understanding to love and practical support. Many of you have likely witnessed the invisible pressures your child faces at school. Anxiety, when left unrecognized and unaddressed, can become a significant barrier, not only affecting academic performance but also hindering a child's overall development. Anxiety disorders refer to a tendency for children to worry excessively, feel fearful, or experience overwhelming panic. When these intense emotions are tied to the school environment, they can negatively impact learning and academic achievement. Even more, anxiety can prevent children from fully engaging in school activities, both academic and social, reducing the joy and richness of their school experience. In today's talk, we'll delve into several key areas. First, we'll look at the nature of anxiety disorders in children, how they show up and how they affect children in the school setting. Then, equally importantly, I'll be sharing specific strategies and practical methods that you, as parents, can use to effectively support your child through this journey. A crucial point I want to emphasize is this: parents must remain calm and thoughtful in how they express concern to their children. A clear, accurate understanding of anxiety disorders is the key to finding the best ways to intervene. And of course, when concerning signs arise, seeking help from a professional should not be overlooked. So, let's begin this journey of understanding our children. The many faces of school anxiety. Many of us might think that a bit of worry before a test or a speech in front of the class is completely normal. And yes, that's true. It's part of the natural stress response. However, an anxiety disorder is different. It can deeply impact a child's learning and school performance in ways that may not be immediately obvious. Understanding how serious this can be helps parents recognize it early and respond appropriately. There are various types of anxiety disorders and related issues that children and adolescents may experience. It's important to note that the criteria for diagnosing anxiety disorders in young people are slightly different from those for adults. Some of the most common anxiety disorders include generalized anxiety disorder, GAD, where a child worries excessively about many things. Panic disorder, marked by sudden episodes of intense fear. Separation anxiety disorder, where a child fears being apart from loved ones. Social anxiety disorder, a fear of being judged in social situations. Selective mutism, when a child is unable to speak in certain settings, like the classroom. Specific phobias, intense fear of a particular object or situation. To give you a clearer picture, let's look at some diagnostic criteria from the DSM-V, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders by the American Psychiatric Association. For example, in social anxiety disorder, a child experiences a significant fear or anxiety about one or more social situations where they might be scrutinized by others. This could include speaking in class, meeting strangers, eating in front of others, or simply being called on to answer a question. Children with this disorder often fear that they'll act in a way or show symptoms of anxiety that others will view negatively, leading to embarrassment, rejection, or humiliation. These situations almost always provoke anxiety and may even trigger panic attacks. The fear is typically disproportionate to the actual threat and can lead to avoidance or extreme distress. Importantly, for children under 18, these symptoms must last for at least 6 months to be considered for diagnosis. The common thread across anxiety disorders is excessive worry, fear, or panic in various situations, leading to disruption in schoolwork and academic performance. When invisible worries block the path to school, how exactly does anxiety impact a child's academic life? This is a question many parents are concerned about. First, Anxiety can interfere with socialization and classroom participation. Children may be terrified of class discussions or group work. Test anxiety can escalate to the point that they freeze and cannot complete an exam. Even being asked to read aloud or answer a question can become a source of dread. Second, anxiety often manifests in physical symptoms. Children may experience unexplained stomach aches or body aches. These are real physical responses to psychological distress. A key sign is when these symptoms appear on school days but vanish on weekends or holidays. This could point to school-related anxiety. Third, chronic worry leads to inattention and distraction. When a child's mind is consumed with fear and what-if thoughts, they can't concentrate on the lesson, no matter how engaging the teacher is. Fourth, anxiety causes fatigue and sleep issues. Anxious children may struggle to fall asleep or stay asleep, leading to chronic tiredness. This exhaustion not only hampers cognition but may even result in the child dozing off during class. Fifth, children may become quiet or even completely silent at school. Many anxious children avoid speaking up, asking for help, or even responding when offered help. This silence can hold back even the most capable child from thriving academically. Finally, some children exhibit school refusal. In trying to escape the stress triggers of the school environment, tests, peer relationships, performance pressure, children may go to great lengths to avoid attending school altogether. Clearly, anxiety disorders are not just fleeting emotions. They have a profound impact on a child's academic journey and future. So what can parents do? Unlocking peace. The keys to supporting your child. Understanding is the first step, but taking action is what truly makes a difference. Here are several key approaches for supporting a child with school anxiety. 1. Know when to seek professional help. Everyone experiences fear or anxiety from time to time. But anxiety disorders are persistent, and they interfere with daily functioning. Seeking early professional assessment is critical. The longer a child struggles alone, the more likely it is that academic and emotional setbacks will accumulate. If your child's anxiety-related symptoms persist beyond 2 weeks with no sign of improvement, consider speaking with a pediatrician or mental health professional. 2. Educate yourself thoroughly. Read up on reliable resources about anxiety disorders in children and teens. Once you understand the nature of your child's struggles, you can collaborate more effectively with the school to create tailored strategies. Also note that anxiety often co-occurs with other conditions like depression or ADHD. These overlapping issues can amplify each other. Every child's experience is unique, so any signs of additional concerns should prompt a careful reassessment with a professional. 3. Encourage facing challenges gradually. Avoiding all anxiety-inducing situations doesn't help in the long run. Instead, support your child in gradual exposure, a proven therapeutic approach. Work with a therapist to create a safe exposure plan. For example, if your child refuses to go to school, the plan might start with attending for just an hour a day and gradually increasing attendance. 4. Partner with teachers and school staff. You are not alone. Set up a meeting with your child's teacher to explain their situation. Teachers who understand your child's anxiety can offer small but powerful accommodations, such as giving advance warning before calling on your child, allowing private presentations, or permitting extra time on tests. If a child gets overwhelmed during class, a relaxation pass can allow them to quietly step out to a calm space. 5. Consider a 504 plan. In some cases, your child may benefit from a formal 504 plan, a legal document that provides accommodations for students with physical or mental health conditions. If a medical diagnosis of anxiety disorder is present, a 504 plan can ensure consistent support and shared understanding between home and school. 6. Keep conversations open and safe. Many children hide school-related problems because they fear disappointing their parents. Ironically, this fear often stems from a deep desire to succeed. Let your child know that they are safe to share with you, and that their struggles will be met with understanding and action, not anger or punishment. Regular, open conversations allow you to tackle issues early before they escalate. 7. Role play and practice together. Specific school situations may trigger extreme anxiety. Help your child rehearse these scenarios. For example, if meeting new classmates is scary, you can pretend to be a new student and demonstrate how to introduce oneself and start a conversation. For teens, talk through how to approach new social situations and brainstorm different conversation openers. And finally, supporting a child with school anxiety is a journey, one that requires patience, empathy, and a team approach. The more we understand, the more we can help. When we listen without judgment, guide with love, and act with consistency, we give our children the strength they need to face the world. Thank you for joining this session. Let's walk beside our children, not just through their challenges, but into a future where they can thrive with confidence and peace.